Hello everyone, this is Favorite Uncle Bob back in the video, and today we're going to be looking at the Mecha Invasion take on Scrapper. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which you thought of the video, or just like to see in the video if, my tongue will actually want to work tonight. Let's hope. So, but here we have Scrapper in his very nice front end loader mode. So let's take a quick look at all that detail. So focus, thank you. Get them some nice molded detail right in the shovel and even some up on top as well. You get some nice hazard stripes with the 01 all throughout the figure. Get a bunch of like gunmetal grays with some nice silvers, even a little bit of kind of black all throughout the figure, and some gold for the headlights up there. So yeah, looks very, very good. And this did not want to close all the way. But he does roll pretty smoothly. So, and as far as articulation goes, you get a joint here, and a joint here, so you can, have it go scooping all your needs that you need. So, pretty nice. And he does come with one accessory. Comes with this gun right here. Now, the way the instructions show you to store it, I hate it. And I'll show you where it stores when we go into hand mode or R mode, whatever you want to call it. So for me, storage, stick it in the bucket, raise it up a little bit, you're good to go. So, but yeah. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have G1 Optimus, and I think that's a pretty close scale if you ask me. So, and here we have him with his other 2-pack buddy, Mixmaster. And then here we have Bone Crusher and the True Scavenger. So there is that. Get those two off to the side so we can bring in Hook. Oh, excuse me. And Long Haul. So they are a pretty nice, team, all things considered. So yeah. Alright, so get everyone set off to the side. Hook is wanting to de-transform himself. We're not doing that yet, Hook. And set him off to the side. Now, if I had to gripe about the alt mode, is you can't have it all the way down like you would see normally. You got to have it at least one click up for him to roll. So, but enough about the alt mode. Let's get into the combine mode. So, to get started, you want to lift this section up. Then right where these bars are, you want to grab right there and lift this up. And this is also right where that gun would store. Again, it's annoying. So, but go ahead and split this down and rotate it out. Flip out the combine mode hand. Then you just want to close all this back up. Make sure that this also tabs in. Tab all this back up. Then bring it down at that joint right there. Bring this down. Get this tab into place. Then push this back into where it was. And since he is the left hand, I'm personally going to have it with this detail forward. You want to rotate it accordingly. And there is your hand mode. Or arm mode, whatever you want to call it. Hand, arm, link. It looks pretty good. The only complaint I got is the shoulder is too close to the elbow. I kind of wish you could like extend this out or something, but yeah, overall not too bad. So, and we'll go over articulation in the combined mode video. So, but let's get down to the robot mode. So go ahead and just return this all back to vehicle mode configuration, more or less. So raise this up, lift this section up, flip these out. Then you want to go ahead and rotate it so it's palm up, flip it in, and then go ahead and flip it in at this joint right down here. And you got to play with that a little bit. There we go. Got that flipped in. And get him standing. Now you can leave him like this if you wanted to be a little bit goofy, but I'm going to go ahead and raise up just a tad. All right. So for the arms, you want to go ahead and rotate this piece up, flip it up, and swing the arm so this is facing you, bring it down, rotate so elbows orient properly, flip down the hand, do the same thing for this side, so rotates and flippings and rotatings, and there is your arms. So for the head section, you want to get in there and dig out the head, which can be a pain in the butt. Might have to loosen that screw up just a couple of twists. So come on. Yeah, it can be a pain in the buttocks to get this out. Yeah. Come on, you came out so smoothly earlier. There we go. And the head might come split. I'm going to have to glue that just a little bit. But flip it all the way back. And then you got these tabs on the sides that will fit into slots right in here. So get this kind of lined up. Tab that in. And then you got a tab underneath his head that will fit into a slot right there. So get that tabbed in. And if you wanted to, you could just, leave him like this, all kind of Michael Bay style, if you wanted to. But to do the rest, you want to unclip these wheels right here, rotate at the waist, and just kind of straighten out the legs, straighten them out, split them, so that way this bar can fold down. Bring these down, and then you want to get it come back here, flip around that panel, flip around this panel, and just drop down the hip skirts and get them standing. There you go. There you have a scrapper who is out of frame in robot mode, and he looks really good. The only thing I'm not a big fan of is his kind of skinny legs, but other than that, looks very, very good. So pretty, very clean. So, well, let's take a quick look at that head sculpt. So focus, thank you. I wish they painted the eyes. That's my main issue, is the eyes. Really could have used like just a coat of red to make them look a little bit more alive when you don't have the lights on. So, well, then that looks very good. Nice silver for the mouth plate. And going down the chest, you get some lovely, lovely details picked out in silver with a little bit of gold. Arms done nicely as well. And the legs becoming the scoop, is a pretty interesting choice. So definitely haven't had a scrapper like that before. So now, as far as articulation, the head can do a full 360, can look up a little bit, down a little bit. And why is he wanting to lean? There we go. You get full 360 at the arms. They can go out that far. You get bicep rotation. You get over 90 degrees of elbow bend with a wrist swivel. It's limited due to everything around, but if you lift it up, you can rotate it and just bring it back down if you wanted something like that. So there is all of that fun stuff. He does get a waist rotation, and technically he has an ab crunch thanks to combine mode. So legs can move forward that far, back that far, get the hip skirts out of the way, can do the full splits. You get thigh rotation, double jointed knee for the full bend, and the feet, they can move back a little bit, front all the way, and you get ankle tilt. And you get rotation as well. So not too shabby. Come on, now just getting him to stand without him leaning. Something like that. There we go. All right, and he can hold his gun just fine. You just want to take these silver bits and flip them around and just plug it into his hand. So there is that. Now, for a real quick size comparison. All right, so we got G1 Optimus, and he pretty much towers over the dude. So, yeah. And here we have Bone Crusher, Scavenger. Don't know how this is going to work out. Hook, and with his transformed feet because I didn't feel like, breaking anything. And Long Haul, and they look, pretty good together. So there is all of that. So in the next video, we will be taking a look at Mixmaster So that's going to be pretty fun. And then we'll finally slap all these guys together and form us a Devastator. So pretty excited about that. But as far as the figure itself goes, really pretty good. Definitely, if this is since this technically was their first release, yeah, really strong out of the gate. I gotta say they did really up their game with these guys, and especially a Long Haul, who is my absolute favorite of this entire set so far. So, yeah, just overall, really, really good. Definitely worth a pickup. As like with all the other 2-packs, they are $90 US per 2-pack. That is an amazing deal, especially if you consider it's third party. Typically, $90 will get you a Legends class figure. So, yeah. But I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.